Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy you came back to hang out with me. Today we're going to watch me do my makeup. I'll explain bits and pieces along the way. I'm no makeup artist, so don't quote me on anything. And also I'll tell you a bit about myself and we can just chat. So stay tuned till the end. We have a special guest. All right, let's get started. Okay, so here I'm applying red all over my acne scars and any other dark marks I have, so just color correcting. Okay, so about me. I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana. When I was 3, my family moved to Marietta, Georgia. And then when I was 5, I moved to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania with my mom and my baby sister. My parents got divorced at that time. Both my parents are from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, so it was only right that we moved back home. From there, I did all of my schooling, kindergarten through high school. In high school, I played all the sports, I played instruments, I danced, I sang in musicals, I got really good grades. I worked when I was old enough. I think any high schooler who realizes they want to pursue higher education starts getting involved in lots of activities. They're resume builders. They make you look better, more cultured, more well-rounded. Now I'll use this CoverGirl foundation like a concealer. I believe it's in the color Cappuccino. It helps me to cover up the red and blend everything out. After high school, I was accepted to and attended the prestigious Spelman College. It's a private liberal arts, historically black women's college in Atlanta, Georgia. I loved it there. I had a wonderful time, made lifelong friends. After a year and a half, unfortunately, I had to come home to Pittsburgh. I just could not afford to stay at Spelman College. It's not all bad though. I came home to Pittsburgh. I moped around for a little bit. My mom gave me the come to Jesus talk, like get off my couch. So I enrolled in community college. I started working, just had to get back on my feet. It was a time of growth. I definitely grew up a little bit, understood what I lost, not on my own part, just because of finances, but tried to get back to a better place so I could continue to pursue my ultimate goal, which was to finish my bachelor's degree so I could go to medical school. This is my Smashbox palette. You can see it gets a lot of use. I used all of the colors at one time for contouring, highlighting. I love the red bronzer in there. And then this is my MAC palette. I used to use it for color correcting. I ran out of that. Now I just go through and use the different darker colors for contouring. It's cream versus the Smashbox being powder. I'm really serious about contouring my nose. I have a portion of it that I don't love that much, so I give myself a pretend nose job. I don't think I'd ever get a real nose job, just something I can fix with makeup real easily. I also really want the highest cheekbones ever. I wish that I was better at contouring so I could make them like Maleficent, you know, Angelina Jolie Maleficent. So anyways, once I had the opportunity to apply to university again, I applied to the University of Pittsburgh. I was in their non-traditional student program, which the classes are not like 9 to 5 all day. They have night classes, they have online classes, they have hybrid classes for people who work while they're going to school. I was probably one of the oldest kids in this department. My degree is a natural science degree with concentrations in biochemistry and physics. And it's basically a degree that the university has to get you all the prerequisites to apply to University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine. As a non-traditional student, I was working 2, sometimes 3 jobs to pay my bills and pay for classes, pay for parking, pay for books, whatever I had to pay for out of pocket. This program was hard. The University of Pittsburgh Medical School is a competitive school. I think it's in the top 20 of medical schools, so my undergrad classes were no joke. They wanted us to be the best, and they played no games. Lots of nights crying, lots of nights studying, no sleep, and lots and lots and lots of Starbucks. I no longer drink Starbucks, by the way, but back then I did. I think we all did. Use this bigger fluffy brush to blend out my contour and make it look a little bit more natural. I think I did my eyebrows weird this time, but like I said, I'm no makeup artist. Graduated from Pitt in 2016. May, I walked, but on paper I officially graduated in August. It was the best day ever. I needed a break from studying. I just needed to sleep and eat normal and do normal people things. Work 1 or 2 jobs. No classes. Right after graduation, I moved to Phoenix, Arizona, January of 2017. I moved here. I actually was right down the street from the campus of Arizona State University. The powder I'm using right now is from MAC. Some long wear foundation-y, I don't know, some kind of special effects stuff. I love it. I should probably tell you what it is in a better way because I love it so much. But they don't pay me, so that's okay. Let's move on. So you may be asking, what have I been doing for these past 4 years since graduating? I've actually been really busy. I've been working as a pharmacy technician full-time. I studied for MCATs, took the MCATs, completed applications, volunteered at a medical clinic, shadowed. All those things I couldn't do while working 2 to 3 jobs. I was able to give these things my full attention. I also took classes at the local community colleges to increase my GPA in this time as well. So with my makeup, I'm applying powder on top of the contour areas where I used cream. They call this setting, I guess. If you do makeup, don't they call this setting? I think so. Interesting fact, I actually gave up on applying to med school when I was 24 or 25. I felt like I'd be too old and it would take too long. I needed to be doing other things like getting married, making a family, all of that stuff. But while volunteering at a clinic here in Phoenix, I had a deep conversation with a 4th-year medical student, and here we are. This is the red bronzer I mentioned earlier. I love it. It's from Smashbox. It kind of warms my face back up, brings in my nice undertones. Anyways, after my conversation with the 4th-year med student is when I decided to start studying for MCATs and get back on track for that. Previously, I was going to go to physician assistant school, a school in Mesa, Arizona. It's a 2-year program, and I thought I had more time for something like that. This is a cream highlight by NYX. Cheap, but gets the job done. It was right around this time when I realized I didn't fill in my eyebrows. So my face looks really weird as it's starting to come together. Eyebrows are so important. They shape and frame your face. I couldn't believe I forgot them, but don't worry, I get to them a little bit later. I like thick, dark, somewhat bushy eyebrows. What do you guys like? How do you like to do your eyebrows? Light, dark, thin, thick, long, short? Let me know in the comments below. So after getting some secondary applications, I only got one interview. Somewhat expected. I was like a mid-level competitive student. I began UAG on August 3rd, and I couldn't be more excited. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow gel, I believe it's a gel. I love it, but I also need to get a pencil. It'll make it a little bit more defined and just fill in with this gel. That's my long story short about how I got to medical school. I'm excited to start. I can't believe the pandemic is slowing things down. I'm ready to learn all the sciences, all the clinical skills, take all the exams, and just be a doctor. It's been a super long road. I will be 32 in July, so like I said, started at 18, going strong still. Speaking of the pandemic, what are you guys doing to stay busy and active during this time? It's a bit monotonous. Me and Areb both work from home in our designated working areas and then reunite at night to watch movies or hit the pool, clean, hang with the dogs. My mom comes over to hang out sometimes. Overall, it's a bit monotonous, but we're both pretty happy that we still are working. So my mom was asking what I'd want to do as soon as the stay-at-home order was dropped and we were allowed to go back out into the world. I wanted it to be something grandiose, something amazing, something fun, but honestly, I'll probably just go out to eat like everybody else. I mean, let's be serious. Alright guys, so I have some eyebrows now. My face is framed. I'm looking more normal, a little less alien. It's much better. I do have some bad news. This is where this ends. This is the final product. You missed a few steps, but that's okay. I'm looking good, looking good. Diego, my 1-year-old Boston Terrier, he is our special guest. He came to say hey after I did my makeup. So say hey. It's time to head out, guys. I want to thank you so much for stopping back and watching. See you next time. Bye.